All right, guys. So welcome to this live session here with your host, Dre Day FX. So as we do every weekdays, we look at the Forex indices and metal markets. So hope everyone had a great day so far. So today is October 1st. So new month and new opportunities. And we're also Wednesday, and we may have a government shutdown in the States. So it's going to be a good, next interesting day in the market. So let's get on to it, guys. So let's start with our news calendar as always. All right. So if we look at the news for our session here on London specifically, we have a lot of CPI and manufacturing PMI news for our session. So what is really interesting in, especially in if you're trading euro pairs or euro indices, very important to look at the manufacturing PMI and the flash manufacturing PMI in each country, because the euro is not, it's not only the euro. So you have multiple countries within the euro that's providing you, that is affecting the euro dollar, right? So when one or multiple news is affecting multiple country, is gonna affect the actual currency, right? So this is how you have to look at it. So even though it's not a red folder, you need to look at each of them to see exactly when it's gonna go out, and when it's, if it's gonna impact your trading or not. So as we could see from 3:15 here, from 3:15 until basically 5 o'clock, we have some news. We have a lot of CPI, manufacturing PMI, especially German at 350. So if you're trading German 40, make sure to look at that. CHF also, we have the manufacturing PMI for Swiss, and we have Spanish manufacturing PMI. So as you can see, we had a lot of them here. And we have also multiple German 10-year bond auction today. So we have the president speaking at 7. So, and also in the States, we have the non-farm employment. And and later on at 10, we have the ISM manufacturing PMI for the States. So a lot of news. So we're going to see exactly how we're going to navigate between those news events to see if we have setups or not. On our session, I would tell you to focus on the UK 100 and Euro 50 at the least, and there will also gonna be the German 40, but we'll see exactly if some good setup, and if there are, we should be looking for sells on those three. All right, so make sure to look at those. I'll show you exactly the TV Alert app. So this is our application here that we're using here on our session. And this is an application that I created that will provide you with institutional liquidity entries based off of on multiple symbols, and we're only focusing on indices. So if we're trading London, we'll be focusing on London indices. New York will be New York indices, and if it's Asian, it will be Asian indices. And the only financial market that is 24/7 is gold. So gold, we're gonna have alerts here, Asian, London, and New York, depending exactly if there's any setup or not. But as you can see, currently we had the two Japan 225 trades here that came in. Also yeah, so we had two Japan 225 entries. So as you can see, we had a buy and a sell. So we'll look at it here in a few, but pretty simple to use. And we're gonna hear the alert in the background. So AI will provide us the details of which symbol and which direction to look at the market based off of the symbol. Next, we have, I'll show you the trade manager, that is support and resistance edge trade manager. So this is an indicator slash trade manager that I created. So basically, it's providing you with support and resistance zones off of a higher time frame. And currently, we are looking at the German 40. So this is where we're at right now for German 40. And like I said, I was looking for a sell on German, so it's breaking down a little bit more. And how it works is that you're able to trade directly from the indicator. So you're able to place buys, sells, and select your higher time frame. Even select the lot size off of the indicator. And here, this is the SLTP. So basically, when you're entering the trade and you're using the trade manager's function of the indicator, you're going to provide you with support and resistance, stop loss and take profit based off of your entry. So if you're entering for a sell, for example, your stop loss will be one level above the entry since you're taking a sell. So and your TP will be placed two levels below the entry because we're going down, right? So so when it's gonna reach those levels, it's gonna close out your trade and all that good stuff. So hey, Leon, hope you have a great day. Let's continue, and we're gonna be looking at the trading view here. Perfect. So the first one that we have here, I'm going to show you. And all I'm showing you guys, this is the only place that you're going to see that is right here. So let me pull up German. So as you can see, German is dropping tremendously right now, pre-market. So that's exactly what I was waiting for. But our alerts start at 3. So I'm pretty sure if I open up the actual indicator that send the alert 24/7, it should have give us a sell right here. But what this is Nova, so Nova Edge. So it's going to provide you with a trend indicator. Pretty simple to use. So when you see buy, you're looking only for buys within that region. If you're seeing sell, you're looking for sells between that region. So pretty simple to use. So this is Nova. Next, we have fair value gap edge. So this is a fair value gap indicator that will provide you with a fair value gap here based off of a higher time frame. Right now, it's at the 4-hour higher time frame here. So the chart time frame is 15 minutes. So this is the fair value gap here off of the 4-hour. All right. So if it wants to reverse and go up, it may start to go towards that region here to go down, after to retrace to go down. But right now it's still bearish here. So pretty simple to use, and I'll show you exactly other setup. I think we have other ones here in the past. If not, I could show you on another one. There you go. So UK had multiple fair value gaps here. So and UK 100, I'm looking to go short off of that also. So we'll see exactly if this 4-hour fair value gap here will be confirmed or invalidated. So if it's invalidated, it's gonna say that it's invalidated. Right now, it's checked on the label. So everything. So that means that it's confirmed that it's a fair value gap. But after that, if it's invalidated, it's gonna change color and change from valid to invalid. All right. Next is the support and resistance. So it's a high-low level. It's called high-low level. So it's a support and resistance indicator that will provide you with levels here of interest in regards to your trading. So if you're in a trade manually or with a with an indicator or anything like that, it's going to provide you with some good levels to look for if you want to have a retracement or to put your stop loss and your take profit here. So when you use it for your take profit, you could extend that level here by just putting an horizontal line off of that level, just to visually see exactly where the price is at, and you just trade accordingly. So let's say you're entering a sell here, and you go on the left side. If there was any movement right now, so left side here, you just have to put a horizontal line on this level, this one. So, and you just go back to your current level here, current price action, and if it's near that, you know exactly that that will be the next level to be reached. And as you can see, there's really nothing, no levels here that will be created between this zone here, and we had a fair value gap. So I'm just going to reopen the fair value gap for you guys so y'all can see. So pretty much a 4-hour fair value gap right here. So pretty straightforward here on how to use it. So we may go lower even more. Now we have MTA, so it's multi time frame analysis indicator. So this is going to give you the previous day high, low, open, high, low, close price, and it will give you also a box here. So visually, you're going to see exactly what happened yesterday and where we're trading at right now. So right now we're trading off of the previous day high. So we have the median price right here, and we have the previous day low. So pretty much where I put my line here from yesterday's sell that we had. If you remember, yesterday we had a UK 100 sell right here before that bounce off of that zone. So that was another fair value gap, and now we have another one here. So this is basically the low of of yesterday. So pretty much spot on. So now you know exactly which zone to be looking at for your trades on where to expect. So if I'm expecting a sell, I'm expecting to at least go to the middle range of the previous day price action. All right. Next, we have POC and VWAP, so point of control and value weighted average price. So pretty much it's going to provide you with some key levels here to look in regards to the point of control. So point of control, it's really used as a support and resistance type of indicator. So this is basically what you're seeing right here. This is this line here, and this line is the VWAP. So VWAP is volume weighted average price. So this is basically the average price from the previous day's volume. So this is basically the median price. And if let's say I open up the previous indicator, And I'm going to close this. So yeah, I can see. You see that pretty much it's right at the median price, right? Median price of the MTA indicator. So pretty much a good zone to target if you're looking for a sell, and everything is spot on that. So basically, it's going to give you the details here right here. That is, if it were bullish, currently bullish or bearish. And as you can see right now, we're above every matrix here off of that POC and VWAP. So you just have to wait for it to confirm a directional bias to be changed, so it could go down. And finally, we have EMXAI. We have basically two versions. We have the regular one. This is the first indicator that I ever created here. And this is basically the way that I had more success, the first success in my trading career of 12 years. So basically, it's ADX, average direction index, with the POC, so point of control, and VWAP. So when everything's aligned, you're gonna get an alert, and automatically will provide you with support and stop loss and take profit zones to put all of your zones here. So if we zoom in, so y'all can see, I'm just gonna minimize this. You see that the last trade was a buy here, and it went to TP3, right? So same thing, if you had a sell, that was the sell from yesterday. So everything aligned on top with the TV alert app provide you with a sell. So we had that sell here on the TV alert app right here. Then you have this signal for a sell. So everything aligned, went to TP3. You're good for the day. And finally, we have EMXAI with Nova. So basically the first indicator with the last indicator that I explained. We have a UK 100 buy. So UK 100 buy. So all right. So basically, this is a EMXAI with VWAP with Nova, sorry, and it will provide you with the ADX entry, basically the actual ADX pattern that I'm waiting for, with the Nova trend. So when everything's aligned, you're gonna get an alert. And as you can see, we had a sell, the sell from yesterday, and then we had a buy here at the start of that trend. So if you have taken UK 100 yesterday at around 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock my time, you would have been in that trade and you would have hit TP14. All right. So now it's flying right now. So during 48 is a sell and UK 100 is a buy.
Sell to 40 at price 23,778.6 on 15 AM time frame at time 3 hours 4 minutes and 34 seconds.
All right, so that's pretty much the rundown of the indicators here. So let's look at the setups that we have. Like I said, German was looking for to go down, and remember we do have a some news at 350 or 4, something like that. But as you can see, we had that sell on EMXAI with Nova way before market open. So if you saw that, you would have been in that trade that was around 130, and you would have all been at TP3. So it reached TP3, but way below TP3, and now it's reversing. Seems to be stalling a little bit. So that's perfect. So let's say the Let's me look at the chat. So we have Leon here. My trading skills improve day by day, getting price profitable with every trade. But it seems most take it easy. And okay. Oh, okay. So you opened a trade accidentally on the news yesterday. So which news exactly? When you say it's a mistake, what happened, Leon? You have to make sure that you look at your stuff here before taking a decision of taking a trade. All right, so that's perfect here. So UK 100 buy, and then we have the German 40 sell. All right, let's see. All right. So, all right. Yeah. So I just listened to your message, Leon. But let me know if there's anything, if the account is still okay or not. But you have to be careful here in regards to to news events, especially. So German is dropping like crazy. So you have German that is dropping. So that's a perfect setup here. So, and we have Euro 50 that just came in for sell. This one is pretty good also. So overall, that's what I was expecting here on. All right, yeah, okay, perfect. So just listen to your message, Leon. So yeah, you have to be careful in regards to rules, especially if you're trading on prop firm, because most prop firm don't have the same rules, unfortunately. So sometimes they say something. There's one prop firm that accepts something, and the other one doesn't accept it. So just have to be careful and see exactly all of the rules and regulation here off of that. So let me make sure I'm gonna close. All right, perfect. So for now, we have UK 100 for a buy, and we have Euro 50 and German for sell. So everything is looking good, especially if you have taken that Euro sell here right when it triggered. That was awesome. But if you're trading manually or you're trading today, I would tell you to trade on demo, all right? Because it's going to be a bumpy day overall, and I'll have to see exactly if the actual U.S. government is shut down. If that's the case, we may not have some NFP details or anything like that, because they say that it may affect all of the CFTC and SEC details. So let me check. I will check online right now. So for this session, guys, I would tell you to just, if you're trading, trade on demo. All right. So recalibrate. I would say trade on day until the end of this week because we're gonna have a lot of news here. So we have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we have ISM today for the New York, and then we have NFP on Friday. So not a lot of juice in trading, but if you're trading anything that is outside of the US, like for example Euro, you're still going to be able to trade London and Asian sessions. So you could maybe focus on gold and Euro 50 and UK 100 and German 40 after today. So let me go on. Go on Fox. Yeah. So yeah. So we have a government shutdown in the states. So it's gonna be interesting, guys. Interesting for sure. So let me look at the Nasdaq. Yeah, price is already going down since. Okay, but that was expected, guys, in regards to Nasdaq and the New York indices. So we may have a big retracement here in the in the market, and the reason why is I'm just gonna close everything so y'all can see the actual price action. You could see by looking at what happened here since the last few weeks, we're already setting up here for a crash eventually in the market if we had a government shutdown. Because right now, since the 7th, the Nasdaq was bullish, and now we just created a big M. We have a higher low that was created right here. Now we have the final leg here of that M. So if we go lower than those lows, we should be crashing down here to those levels here, right here. So all of the gains that we had here for the last month, 2 months, may be wiped out. So be careful. So same thing for SSP 500, looking to go down, and even US30, same thing. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, guys. So should be looking here to for bearish movement here overall in regards to the market. So we have a higher low right here created on US30. Even Russell, I think, did the same thing. So Russell was still breaking down here to the bottom. So yeah, it's not looking good. But for now, for our session, we had Euro 50 for sell, German 40 for sell, and UK 100 for a buy. So looking good. Let's check. All right, so make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. Looking at the setups here each and every day. So we're gonna have another session here at New York, and Tuesdays, Fridays we're gonna have New York session. So for NFP, I may change the time, so we'll see. But let me check my interval. One. Let's see. All right. All right, so everything is looking kosher here on those setups. So buys and sells, especially if you took that Euro 50. We do have a big gap that was created here. It gapped down way down on Euro, so that was expected. And like I said, we have some PMI, CPI news. So let's see here. Oh, okay. This, my live account will be profitable. Will be probably terminated. I cannot know until sending request for payout. Um, All right, perfect. UK 100 in profit close, perfect. Yeah, you just have to. You can still look at the news and be on your chart, but you have to get the discipline of not taking trades if there's news. So that's why every time that I open my charts, I review all of the news for the day. So I clearly tell you exactly which market to trade or to not trade for that session. So like for now, I told you guys that okay, the euro market has a lot of news, but we could take some trades here before those news that are not considered as high impact news on Forex Factory, but they are because PMI, manufacturing PMI, and CPIs. Everyone knows that those news events are high impact news, even though that they're not considered as high impact news with Forex Factory, and it's pretty strange that manufacturing PMI is not a red folder for euro when in the states for US for the US manufacturing PMI is a red folder. So and I saw the same. I noticed the same issue here on my end. So that's why when I see uh, those uh, those set up like that, I avoid taking trades. That's one of the reasons I didn't took any trades here. I think I had an open position on UK 100, but I closed it even though it looked good. I closed it on the automation, so just to avoid any pullbacks or anything like that. So, but it's looking good in a upside. But eventually it should start to eventually reverse. Let me open. I don't have Nova open, so y'all can see what we see. So here you go. So Nova is right here. So this is Nova trend. So the trend was still bullish here since pretty much yesterday. So after that sell that we took yesterday at the London session, after that it went bullish, and we did had a setup here on EMX Nova right here. Give us a buy here, and I went to TP. At the start of our session, it was at TP 14. Now we're at 16 right now. So it's looking good. So we'll see exactly if it wants to continue in the upside. But if you have taken that trade at the beginning of that trend, you would be well in profit. Well in profit. All right. So maybe by the end of this week, I will decide I will provide anyone that is not in the Discord access to the indicator. And that will be I will decide exactly which one I will provide you guys. But I'm going to provide an indicator here for you guys to use, and that will help you a lot in your trading. Even for example, the multi-time frame analysis one. So if we open it here, you see that we are trading at previous day high for UK100. So it just passed previous day high. So if it wants to trade higher than that, it needs to hold on to that level here. So the previous day high is this line right here. So if it wants to go higher, it needs to hold on to that line. If it breaks to the downside, we may start to reverse and go lower. But we may start to go lower because we're near the actual trend was started like since yesterday. So the trend, when you have a trend like this, it sometimes it's not gonna hold on for that long. And currently, the other indication that we may have a it's in consolidation is that the actual this line here that you're seeing. I'm just gonna remove the multi-time frame analysis so y'all can see. The zone for the cloud is flat. So if you don't see any movement like this is volume. So that means that it's going to go higher and higher and higher. But then when it stalls like this, it's not a good sign that we're going to have a continuation. So unless this line start to curve to the upside, that means that we're going to have some momentum going in the upside. But if not, it's going to start to reverse. Close. All right, so we have German is still breaking down. So we had a sell here at. Let me pull up the app so y'all can see the alert that came in. The reason why we took those trades. There we go. So if you can see the last three trades that came in. So the first trade was UK100 for a buy. That was at 303 my time. And then we had at 304 a sell on German, and 310 for a sell on UK100. All right, so that 15-minute candle, we had the alerts here. So let me go back on the charts and put a line here on where we entered. So 3 o'clock is right here. 3 o'clock right here. And we have 3 o'clock right here. So if you have taken scalps here off of those 3 trades that came in, you would have been in profit here. And Leon did take profit, so that's perfect. All right. All right. All right, so make sure to like and subscribe, guys. So you have German for sell, Euro 50 for sell, and UK 100 for buy. So most of them were in profit. I think all of them were in profit. So moving in profit right now. So, and remember, we do have some news currently here on Euro. right. So let's see. GER40. Oh, yeah, so that was swimming big time. So all right, so let's go back here. So German is stalling a little bit right now, so it may start to reverse. Euro 50 is already reversing. And we have UK 100 that is pushing to the upside. UK 100. Let me close this. All right, so let's see. So 9:45. All right, perfect. That's great. Yeah, so your question was in regards to the levels. Let me pull it up here. Just going to let's see if I'm able to show you guys the support resisting TM. Support resisting TM. Yeah. Won't be long, guys. UK 100, UK 100. Right. All right. Go. All right. So let me open this. And put on 15. All right, so let me go on my charts so I can show you exactly what's going on. So UK 100 is still pushing. So how would I manage trades if I don't see a level? All right, so let me pull up MT4. So MT4 is loaded here. So as you can see, there's no level above, all right, above that price. The reason why is that we don't have any levels here in the past, based off of just gonna see if I'm able to go back. I could go back for days, and price never went that high, right? So there's pretty much no levels here to base our support and resistance off of. All right, so I went back way back there, right? So there's no levels, right? So what you should do is you just put your stop loss and then you have to trail it manually, right? Because eventually it will provide you with a new level. And when you see, when you're gonna have that level that'll be printed, you can decide to get out again in, or to continue trading it. But you need to trail your trade accordingly. All right. So what I do here is I put, let's say I put my I'm in that trade here for buy. I entered here. I entered pretty much at this level right here, and I don't have any levels to put my stop loss automatically. All right. So what I have to do here is put my stop loss to the next swing that I'm able to see. And then you could calculate the swing, that line here. Let's say I put a line right here at this wick, and I calculate from here to here what is the distance, and I just calculate the distance here to trade it off of in that direction. Because when you're at the highest peak in the market, unfortunately, there's no levels to base our stop loss or take profit off of. Even the take profit, if you're using the trade manager of the indicator, it's not going to give you a take profit. For example, if no, I had to put the trade the TP manually, but you see that you don't have any levels to base your entry off of. So you just have to trail it at that point and just look to see exactly if you have a stop a previous swing. For example, like I said, this level, this wick right here will be your next stop loss zone to put your trade in if you were in that trade still for buy. So, and after that, you just have to calculate the distance between your last level that is printed and your last swing that was visible on your chart. Is that clearly on? All right. So we still have 6 minutes left for that candle to close, but let's go back and see exactly what happened. So we had a sell here on Euro 50. Right now it's reversing. Same thing for German. Reversed. But the winner was UK 100, and that's what I said at the beginning, to focus on UK 100 because the other ones were had a lot of uh, of news. So German is still in the eurozone, but UK is British pound, right? So British pound didn't have any news until if we go back here on the calendar, go back here on the calendar. Let me pull it up here. Calendar. Boom. Nope, that's not it. Here we go. If we look at the calendar, we don't have any GBP news until 4:30. Final manufacturing PMI. So in about 30 minutes, we may have a reaction here off of UK 100, maybe to the downside. So that's how you would trade those PMI news with multiple PMIs and CPIs. All right. So we had a lot of euro news from 3 until 3:15 until let's see here, basically until 5 until 5 3:50 to 5. So that's why I wouldn't enter that Euro 50 or German trade, because it's affecting those two indices are based off of the economy of the euro. But British pound, we only had CPI PMI here at 4:30, but from 3 until 4:30 we didn't have nothing. So it was a high probability that we had a continuation here for that trade. So if you hold on to that UK 100 trade, I would get out here, because I'm pretty sure the next candle here will start to reverse, and then we will have our bearish movement here. But we do have the cloud here is pushing to the upside a little bit, so we may continue in the upside, but I'm expecting the price to go lower in about 30 to 45 minutes. Okay. And go to, yeah, exactly. No problem, Leon. No problem. So let's reiterate here. So we had the Euro 50 for sell. Like I said, it was a small scalp here to the downside. I'm pretty sure it went towards a level here. We did have a sell here on EMX Nova, but if we pull up the fair value gap, let me see. We had nothing here, and let's look at the medium price. Well, not that's not that's not it. You see, it went straight to that medium price from the previous day medium price here. All right, so we were trading within that range, so we had some pullbacks here off of that. German, pretty much the same thing. Medium price, and UK 100 was trading above previous day, and as you can see, price is starting to retrace. All right, so this wick is meaning that they're done going to the upside, and I'm pretty sure if I go on if you have the support and resistance TM edge EA, that high on UK 100 may create a resistance zone. There'll be a new resistance zone off of that setup, but it may not be right now, but later on it will give you that. But that's pretty much the gist of it. Let me go back on the chat to see if there's anything else. I noticed that London session indices is much better to trade. Normally, no choppy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're really smooth at London, especially even the Asian ones are even smoother. So if you go back on the alerts here on the TV alert app, you may see exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, let me look at the Japan 225. We did have a setup here on Japan 225, and let me pull it up here. Let me go on. Let's go on the TV alert app. Look at Japan 225, and then we're gonna close the session so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Here, perfect. So if we scroll down, we have Japan 225 right here. So you see you had a buy here at 806, 804, sorry. And then we had a sell at 808, all right? So within that same candle, we had a buy and then a sell, but because that sell was the start of that trend. let's see here. Check your what you just said here. During New York session, indices are more volatile than most. Yeah, exactly. They're more volatile. I will focus on London session in the future. All right, perfect. Please notify me about trading prop firm on indices. Will good gold by trading platform. You said $1 million account with trading platform. Yeah, I would say to if you're looking for a $1 million prop firm, I would go on a futures account. Those accounts are way cheaper. Uh, Depending exactly on the price on the $1 million account, but uh, yeah, exactly. So okay, let me break down this Japan 225 indice trade, so y'all can see that those indices are pretty good. So let me look at the 8 o'clock. Boom, boom. So as you can see, you had the buy, and then you had a sell, because as you can see, the buy was at the end of that trend, and then it started to switch within that candle. It gave you a buy, then it switched for a sell pretty much right here on that level. I'm just gonna put my horizontal line. Boom, boom. So at that point, when the trade came in, it's because it broke out of that cloud that was the uptrend, and then created a new cloud to go to the downtrend, and pretty much you were looking to go lower since then. And as you could see, that was maybe a level to get out of that trade, maybe 3 hours after. And if you have hold on until now, you should be well in profit here overall. So you'd have two trades. The first one would have lost because you would be in that trade for like 4 minutes, and then the last trade was pretty much well in profit here overall. So that's a Japan 225. Let's see. It's in case that Eurasian citizen. To trade in the US. So basically, it's depending exactly on the prop firm. I have to look. It doesn't say anything that you're not allowed to trade with that prop firm. So I have to check. I would send a request to that support because it doesn't say anything on the actual site. But I have to. My friend knows the owner, so I'll ask them. But it doesn't seem to be not allowing Croatian citizen unless the Croatian government put a block on it. So that's something else. Because sometimes each country have their own rules, and it's not that the U.S. doesn't want to have Croatians or U.S. companies doesn't want to have Croatians to their platform. It's because the Croatian government uh, put a restriction for those type of accounts. So that may be the issue. But I'll see exactly the registration. I should be doing the registration by the end of this week, and I'll see the process, and I will let you know, Leon. No problem. Because the lowest account here, if it's a fully funded account, let's say I think it's a 25K account is like $200, 200 and something, $270 US, and the $1 million account is 800 and less than $900 US, and that's a full funded account, no evaluation. But me to test, I'm gonna put the smallest account. I think it's $40, and if you pass it, you have to pay like I think $130 to get the funded account. After that, but I just wanted to test. I'm gonna test it out and see exactly how everything works before investing a bigger amount in it. So that's the plan. No problem. Perfect. All right, guys. So let's close it out here, guys. So far we had Japan 225. Like I said, we only had like 4 trades since the start of Asian session. So we had Japan 225 for a sell. So that was good. We have Euro 50. Like I said, because of the news, we had a lot of PMI news on Euro. So German and Euro would have been choppy and reversing on you. So that's exactly what happened. And we have UK 100 here that is still flying. All right, perfect. So that was the winner for today. So UK 100. Right now the cloud is going higher. So, but like I said, we may start to go lower here eventually on UK 100. But you could still monitor it and see how it goes. All right. So thank you so much for being on this live here, guys. So we'll be back here at New York session 9:15. We also have PMI news at New York. We also have the government shutdown. So we're going to see exactly how market will open at New York. It's going to be interesting. We may have a sell-off at New York. I'm not expecting to have some bullishness overall, but we'll see exactly how it goes. All right. So that being said, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. And if you're not back here at New York, we'll be back here tomorrow at New York session, and even Friday at New York session. We may do a NFB special here, so we'll see about that. All right. So have a good one. Peace.